Have you ever wondered how much of a house can you afford? What is usually advised and what's the safe side? Let's go find it out! Hello beautiful people, it's Tatiana, Ivleva and Pekka from Pipo Living, and we're welcoming you on our channel Pipo Living, where we are talking about personal finance, about mortgages, investment, and everything that will make your financial lives easier, better, and more prosperous with time. If you want to follow us, click the subscribe button, the bell button, the like button. This will help the YouTube algorithm a lot. So thank you very much, and let's dive into today's topic. How much of a house can I afford with my salary? Okay, there are several approaches for that, as you could have imagined already. As usual. But we'll assume the general information that we will use for calculating the amount of the house that you can buy with your salary with these different approaches. So, what we have? We have a salary of $40,000. It's not much, but I've found that this is a median salary in 2019. Maybe that's true. We'll assume that many people have this. We'll go with this one. We'll assume that the interest rate for mortgage is 4%. Gross salary per month will be around $3,333, and net salary will be $2,817. Of course, it can vary depending on taxes, but it's like around. So what can we do with this kind of income? What kind of a house can we afford? Let's calculate. According to the first approach that we are going to take a look at today, we can spend 30 to 40% of our gross income per month for our house payment. So it'll be 1,333 and 1,000. From 1,000 per month that we can use for our house. It will yield us a house that is between those numbers, 148 to almost $200,000. That is how much of a house can we buy with this salary according to this 30 to 40% gross income approach. Let's move to the second one. The second approach is a bit more complicated. It also includes debts that you have. At least it takes them into consideration. It's 3628. This 3628 is not the same meaning as here. So it's not from this to this number. No, it means that 28% is how much you can spend monthly on your mortgage payment, and 36% is how much of the overall debt you can have. So 8% can go to other debt. If you have more than 8% of your other debt that you are currently paying, you can either pay them off before you take out mortgage, or you can take less of a house. So let's see how much of a house we can have with these ones. The maximum amount that you can pay per month will be $933 here. And the house that you can have is the maximum of $138,000. So we've arrived to the third method. The third method is pretty safe. First of all, you're not taking into consideration your gross income, you're taking into consideration your net income. And out of that, you can spend 25% on your mortgage. That'll be just $704 per month that you can spend on your mortgage payment, and that will give you a house of $104,000. Not a lot, but it can be even less. Let's go to the fourth method. The fourth method is the Dave Ramsey method. We've spoken about him already. If you want to check out his whole personal finance management theory, go to my videos. Link is here and in the description. And now, onto this one. His approach is pretty similar to the third one, but you have the same 25% of your net income going towards your monthly mortgage payment, but but you can take only the 15-year mortgage. So your house is just 79,000. Whew, not a lot. Do you agree? Now let's assume that our person, we didn't give her a name. Oh, that's Margaret. Margaret. So let's assume she has one more debt. She has a credit card debt, and her monthly payment is $150. So let's see how her credit card monthly payment will influence all these approaches in order to determine how much of a house you can have. By the way, you can have any debt over here, so it can be card debt, student loan, or whatever. That's any debt is calculated like that. So in the first approach, when we had 30 to 40% of your gross income, that's how much you will pay. The same. And you will have the same amount of house over here. It's up to $200,000. This approach 2836 is, by the way, it is often used by banks to calculate how much of a loan they will give you. So you'll have up to $138,000 of a house. And how will credit card payment influence? It won't. Though maybe some banks may include it into their calculations, but overall, no. Let's go to the third one. The third one, that is the more safe approach, and it already takes into consideration the debts that you can have. So they will subtract this amount from your monthly capability to pay. So you will be only able to pay $554 for your mortgage, and hence the amount of house that you can have will decrease as well. And in terms of the Dave Ramsey's, the fourth method, how well your credit card payment influence your ability to get mortgage. You won't get any mortgage as long as you have any other payments. How's that? Don't you remember the baby steps and all that jazz? So yeah, if you don't know, go check it out. So Dave Ramsey has the baby steps. The first one is you need to have $1,000 of your emergency fund. Then you need to pay off all your debts. Then you need to have a bigger emergency fund, and only after that you're saving for the down payment. And then you can take mortgage for your house. So as long as you have this, you won't get this. But after you've paid it off, you can get it. Yeah, and it's still less than this. So it kind of looks sad, especially if you want to follow these more safer approaches, and I will definitely recommend you follow those ones. But what you can do? This is not much of a house for $79,000. In some areas, you won't find anything for this amount of money, like at all. So what you can do? You can find a partner that has also salary, preferably more, a bigger salary. Or maybe you can upgrade your skills and increase your salary so that the amount of house you can afford will increase. Or there is another option. If you've heard about the FIRE movement, financial independence, retire early, then you've probably heard that they are into house hacking. Yes, we have this video. Finally, you remember something. Yes, we have videos about the FIRE movement if you want to check them out. House hacking is the approach that you find a way to decrease your housing costs as much as possible, preferably to zero, or even have positive cash flow. How? You can rent out some of your rooms, you can move to some places where the rents or houses are cheaper, or you can find duplexes, triplexes, fourplexes, live in one unit and rent out the other ones, so that you could decrease or even eliminate your housing payments altogether. That's a great idea, as long as you have this possibility of renting out a room or duplexes, triplexes. Maybe you have. Go check it out. So me and Pekka, we are really hoping that this video was somehow helpful for you. I hope that you found some insights on how much of a house you can have, and maybe estimate if your current house is somewhere here or maybe here. What's better? Here's better. Be on the safer side. And if you know someone who can benefit from this video, hit share and hit like, subscribe, and see you in the next video. Love you, see you, bye.